defendant failed to appear in court. Bench warrant was issued. Nearly all of his convictions are theft related. He's sort of what I would consider a serial thief.
Yeah, I believe you're lying to me. So this.
What you just watched, that's the absolute breaking point. A prosecutor calling him a serial thief and a judge calling him a liar to his face. But you haven't seen the tangled web that led to this collapse. Tristan Long claims he's a changed man, a father of 4 providing for a newborn son and a fiancé in recovery. But the state sees a different reality. A career criminal who targeted Angelica Goddard when she was most vulnerable. Tristan claims he has $5,500 ready for restitution right now. So why is he suddenly claiming he'll lose his house if he goes to jail today? Is this a genuine plea for his family's sake? Or is this just Tristan's latest and most desperate fraud? If you want to understand the psychology behind courtroom lies and how they eventually unravel, hit subscribe and join our community of legal analysts. Let's head back to the very beginning of this sentencing.
Yeah. Right. And then up next, we've got People v. Tristan Long. It's file 25-6997FH. Counsel, you want to state your appearances, please?
William Balser on behalf of Mr. Long, who stands before me.
What was your last name, sir?
Balser, it's B as in boy, A-L, C as in cat, E-R.
Oh, okay. And have you filed an appearance in this case?
Yes, sir.
Oh, see, you noticed that. Okay. Oh, yeah. Okay. Just a couple, just
a couple weeks ago, Your Honor.
Okay. All right. We're here for sentencing on a charge of larceny by false pretenses, a 5-year statutory maximum, and guideline range of 0 to 9 months. Have you had a chance to review that report and recommendations with your client?
Yes, Your Honor.
Do you have any additions or corrections to the factual information in that report?
No, Your Honor.
And any guidelines scoring challenges?
No, Your Honor.
Mr. Juliet, did you have any additions or corrections to the factual information in the report?
Not the factual information.
And I do see that you had filed an objection to OB-19. You want to go ahead and place that objection on the record?
Yes. Well, this case was pending. Defendant failed to appear at court. Bench warrant was issued to be discharged with absconding on a felony bond. That was later dismissed as part of the plea agreement in this case. OB-19 is not a broad variable, so conduct in the absconding case is not limited to just that case. It can be used in this case. I cited the unpublished case, People v. Kibbe, that shows that failing to appear at court and even failing to enter the PSI interview process can constitute administration of justice. There's other unpublished cases out there that suggest the same. In this case, it was scored at 0. I think it should be scored at 10 for those reasons.
Okay, Mr. Balser, your response?
Your Honor, I've had the opportunity to discuss with my client the issue of the matter regarding the absconding for the fact that the case had been that there was a nollie process in the matter. I didn't take that into consideration in the conversation in relation to the PSI.
Well, I mean, the people that filed what do you mean? What do you want me to do with that statement?
Your Honor, I believe that the scoring that's in the PSIR is correct as it stands. I would ask that the court would follow the PSIR as it stands with the original numbers.
Okay, thank you. Well, in People v. Mitchell is an unpublished Court of Appeals decision in 2022, docket 359563. That was where the defendant failed to appear at a sentencing hearing, and they supported scoring OB-19 at 10 points. People v. Cunningham, 2019, again, leaving the courthouse before the verdict. That scored OB-19. People v. Sowers, 315 Mishap at 349, 2016. The Court of Appeals said that OB-19 is generally scored for conduct that constitutes an attempt to avoid being caught and held accountable for the sentencing offense. There's the judicial process is obviously part of the administration of justice. And there's both published and unpublished case law that supports the prosecutor's contention that failing to appear for court while a felony case is pending does interfere, or at least attempt to interfere with that administration of justice. So therefore, I sustain that objection and would score OB 19 at 10 points. That would bring the OB level to 15. OB level would be 2, is that right, Ms. Juliet? And would that be 0 to 11 months?
Correct.
Okay, 0 to 11 months. All right. All right, Mr. Balzer, anything you want to say on your client's behalf?
Yes, Your Honor. Excuse me. So while obviously we had discussed that my appearance is only from a couple weeks ago, I've had numerous opportunities to have discussions in the matter with Mr. Long. And while the events that bring us here today, they happened back in October of 2024. I truly believe that there's been a lot that's happened in the positive in Mr. Long's life, both from the beginning of the case and what brought him to then the PSI report being prepared, and then from the report to today. At the time of the report, Mr. Long was not employed, and he is now. He's gainfully employed. He is the primary provider in his household. He has a newborn son that is almost 2 months old. He also is the father of 3 other children he pays child support for as well. Mr. Long's position is that he takes responsibility for what he has already pled to, and in the expectation of the sentencing today. The sentence report as it stood showed a 0 to 9 months, and at that time I had calculated that it would have been 242 days with the 32 days of jail credit. I don't know what that would be with an additional, I guess, roughly 60 days. Your Honor, excuse me, Your Honor, I think that Mr. Long being out and being able to provide and continue working so that he can pay the restitution that he owes is absolutely, I mean, it's paramount. And I know that Mackenzie, his partner and fiance, she just recently having given birth, she's in what people call the 4th trimester. That's in her postpartum. I believe that it's necessary for Mr. Long to be able to provide for her, provide for his children, and as well, Mr. Long's also been regularly investing his time in the community. He is actively involved at a rec center where he volunteers his time with the local children of his community every Monday and Wednesday. I believe that just as in a totality of circumstances situation, everything that Mr. Long has done to address to become a better member of the community, he hasn't been involved in any other type of illegal activity since what's been included in the PSIR. All of that should be taken into consideration. Mr. Long would ask that this court would consider a period of probation that would allow him to pay for that restitution. We have someone that's either here or on the way that has a substantial portion of what's owed, so that Mr. Long can make a good faith effort in showing that he intends on making good on what is owed. He also has prepared a letter that he would like to address both the court and the victim today. I would ask just one last thing, Your Honor, if the court is not persuaded and would like or would choose to include some type of jail time of any type, that it would be held in abeyance just to allow Mr. Long to successfully complete that probation and to make those positive steps towards paying that restitution. If it would please the court, if Mr. Long could address with the letter that you had provided.
Great, thank you. Mr. Long, you don't have to make a statement today, but you're welcome to. Is there anything you want to say?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, go ahead.
I wrote this letter to express my sincere apology to the court and to Angelica regarding my actions that led to this situation and take full responsibility for what has happened. And I want the court and Angelica to know how truly sorry I am for the position I have put everyone in. I regret my decisions and the impact they have had on everyone involved. Angelica did receive the house that was part of our agreement, and I'm sorry for any stress, confusion, or hardship my actions created for her. I had never intended for things to reach this point, and I take accountability for allowing it to happen. I understand the seriousness of this charge and the consequences that come with it. This experience has made me reflect deeply on my actions, and I am committed to making better decisions moving forward. I respectfully ask the court to consider my concurrent circumstances. I am the primary provider for my household and a father, and my family depends on me every day. The thought of not being there for them weighs on me heavily. In addition, I want to make things right by paying restitution to Angelica, and I know I cannot do that incarcerated. I'm asking for the opportunity to remain in the community under the court supervision so I can continue working, support my family, and fulfill any financial obligations ordered. I'm fully willing to comply on any conditions the court sets, including probation, payments, plans, or any other requirements. Again, I'm truly sorry for my actions and the impact they have had. I respectfully ask for leniency and the chance to prove through my actions that I can be responsible, accountable, and make this right. Thank you. And I do have $5,500 to pay today.
All right, thank you, Mr. Long. Mr. Juliet, any recommendations from the people?
Well, first, Your Honor, did the court receive the victim impact statements?
Yes. Yes, I did.
Your Honor, recommendations for 9 months in jail with no probation. I think that's entirely appropriate. Looking at the criminal history here, and nearly all of his convictions are theft related. He's sort of what I would consider a serial thief. I guess what's more important to me is the fact that Ms. Goddard, when this was going on, clearly didn't have the money, and he took advantage of her. So he's got several prior theft-related crimes. Some of them led down from felonies to get misdemeanor convictions. I think the recommendation is appropriate, and ask for it to follow it.
Thank you. Well, Mr. Long, you're 29 years of age. You've got a prior felony, 7 prior misdemeanors. The thing that does trouble me is kind of what the prosecutor alluded to. When I look at your history, in 2013, you've got home invasion. So that's your felony. You were given a chance for a HIDA and that got revoked. Looks like because while you're on the HIDA, you committed embezzlement. Well, it was a larceny in a building, pled down to a misdemeanor embezzlement. So while you're on a HIDA for a home invasion, you're stealing. So you got an assault, a DWS, then another receiving, concealing stolen property, pled to a misdemeanor from a felony. Some more traffic, disorderly. Then this false pretenses felony here, and you've also got a defrauding an innkeep. So, I mean, your main problem seems to be that you're just not an honest person, Mr. Long. I mean, you've been convicted several times for theft and fraud. You got any explanation for that?
Oh, Your Honor, I just take accountability.
You know how many convictions most people get their life for fraud and stealing?
No, sir.
None. It's not that hard to avoid being convicted for stealing and defrauding. You know how you do it? Don't steal. Don't defraud. Be an honest man. You've not done that so far. So given that history of theft and fraud crimes is certainly reasonable grounds for incarceration despite the intermediate sanction scoring. And in fact, the recommendation at 9 months was at the top end. I mean, I think top end's appropriate, and now the top end's 11. So you're doing 11 months in the Sheboygan County Jail. Credit for 32 days previously served. There's $68 in state cost, $130 in a crime victims assessment, $350 in court costs, $6,825 in restitution. I am expecting that $5,500. Were you lying to me about that, or is that true?
No.
That's true?
she's coming.
So I'm gonna see tomorrow that $5,500 is posted on this?
Yeah. But I might have to provide for my family too, and if I'm not out, I can't do that, you know?
So now you're not gonna post the
No,
55?
I'm gonna, but I'm
Okay.
just gonna, I might lose my house
Yeah.
and a lot of things.
All right.
I know I will. She'll take care of that, but
I believe you're lying to me, so we'll see if that
No, she-
actually happens. All right.
She will post it.
All right, and I will approve you while you're in the jail to participate in the CBT class. That could maybe help you address some of your thinking that gets you in these problems. I will also approve you for the jail trustee program. If they determine that you're eligible, you can shorten your sentence a good bit through that. You can file an appeal to the Court of Appeals if you wish to challenge my conviction or your conviction or my sentence or both. If you want a lawyer, you have to ask within 6 months. We're going to show you a copy, or give you a copy of those appeal rights right now. Ask you to initial one copy for us. The other one is for you to fill out if you want to take an appeal. And I do expect you to see good efforts to get that restitution paid down, or we'll do show causes for contempt, and you can do 93 more days, one after the other, as long as it doesn't get paid. Okay. All right. Good luck to you.
Your Honor, there's just one more thing. We just briefly spoke. I'm from downstate, so I know I've heard about your weather conditions, but I'm not super familiar. And Mr. Long had mentioned that he's trying to essentially, from my understanding, weatherize his house with whatever's been going on with flooding. Is it possible that Mr. Long could prepare his house and whatever he's addressing there, and then
No, it's my regular practice that on sentencing day, people serve their sentence, and he knew that the day was sentencing day. Yeah, you're going right now.
thank you, Your Honor.
All right, thank you.
So the gavel came down. The judge sent Tristan Long away for 11 months, effective immediately. But was this the right call? Does instant jail time serve justice? Or does it just ensure a newborn baby loses its father and its home? Comment below, Team Tristan or Team Angelica? Is he a father truly trying to change, or just a career thief finally out of excuses? If this case made you think twice, hit like. Share this with anyone who loves seeing justice unfold.